0-0, 6 minutes into the first half. Play back to Brown along the Manly Warringah back line now. A chance for Manly Warringah. A good run through by Phil Blake, looking very dangerous there. Had he taken the ball, Carey now brought down on the Western Suburbs quarter. Brown moving into dummy half. Decides to go alone. Referee Kevin Roberts has called play up. Western Suburbs offside, so a chance now for Manly to put the first points on the board here at Lidcombe Oval. Hegarty now moving in will take, it looks like a definite chance at the kick for penalty goal. The penalties, one each, as Hegarty calls for the bucket. Now, if Hegarty can put these points on the board, it's first points on the board for Manly Warringah. It'll give them a 2-point edge after about 7 or 8 minutes of play. Lidcombe Oval, a good crowd of about 5,000 people. Hegarty now looking at the ball. The unusual kicking style of Stephen Hegarty, moves in now, kicks the ball from the side of the boot and sends it straight between the posts. That's the first 2 points on the board for Stephen Hegarty, and Manly Warringah now leading 2-0. Play to resume by Western Suburbs from the halfway. There's the kick. Goes right up to now about 18 metres out from the Manly Warringah line. Play now up to 22-23, still trying to be brought down there is Glenn Ryan for Manly Warringah. Play straight up the middle of the field. Taking a lot of magpies to bring that man to ground. Play back to Harvey. Harvey gets his pass away. Looked like they'd play left side of the field there. Back to Hasler. Hasler decides to kick the ball and sends it straight down deep into the Western Suburbs territory. Epifania now trying to run the ball out. Is covered beautifully there by the captain for Manly Warringah, Alan Thompson. Is brought to ground about 20 metres out from the Western Suburbs line. 2-0 after 8 minutes of play. Steve Broughton brought down. Back now to English. English decides to go alone, but can't get through the defence of Dave Brown. 26 metres out now. Back to Broughton. Broughton sends it away to MacArthur. MacArthur gets his pass on to Webster. Webster gets his pass back inside to MacArthur once again. MacArthur finally brought to ground. Cogger now plays the ball back. And a drop ball there. Attempted to get that pass away, but the Manly players storming through. Glenn Ryan picked the loose ball up. Now it's off to Hasler. Hasler gets it away to Thompson, trying to get the pass away as Thompson finds Paul Vorton. Gets his pass away once again to Noel Cleal. Cleal tries to send Phil Blake, who was coming through on the burst there, up to the quarter line, but a knocked-on ball by Manly Warringah. They scored 2-0 in favour of the Sea Eagles here at Lidcombe Oval after only 10 minutes of play. Scrum down. MacArthur to feed the scrum for the Magpies. From the scrum base, decides to go it alone. Gets through one tackle, finally brought to ground. Epifania in now from fullback. Plays left side of the field. No, he's going to go alone. Brought down by Ryan. 11 minutes into the first half. Spotswood plays the ball back to English. Along the Western Suburbs back line. West's looking a better team this week than they certainly did last Wednesday when they met Eastern Suburbs at the Sydney Sports Ground in what can be classified as a shocking defeat by the Roosters over the Magpies. 54 points to 6. Now look at this, Darryl Turner. He's found the break and he's got a man outside him. A good run here. Good break by Western Suburbs. Getting the ball onto Pinkerton. Western Suburbs still going. And number 2, Steve Broughton, the winger, over in the corner. An excellent try by Western Suburbs. Beautifully set up there. Attempted conversion here. Kicking style similar to Steve Hegarty is John MacArthur. The ball waved away. It's 4-0 in favour of Western Suburbs. The 5th penalty of the match against Western Suburbs for that infringement on play. Now it looks like Hegarty with a chance here, a definite chance, whilst he's had a success rate of 50% in the first half of this game. Decides to kick it for touch. They want the try. They want the extra points. Ray Brown now playing into the midfield. Gets it on to Thompson. Thompson gets it away to Brown. Finally brought to ground. Metres out now from the Western Suburbs line. English swings play around to Thompson. Left side of the field. Here's a chance now. Still Carey takes the ball. Whips the ball back inside to Haggerty. Haggerty gets it away and Manly go over for a try. Terrific play set up there. Good bit of footwork. Good thinking on behalf of Manly Warringah. And 4 points on the board for the Sea Eagles. And this is his third attempt with the boot. The score is now 6 points to 4. Here's the attempt by Haggerty. It looks like a good kick. And that one's successful.
Number 1, Steve Haggerty, converts the try, match against University 3 weeks ago, and he will be confined to a wheelchair for the rest of his life.
To Kevin Roberts, what was wrong with that? He said, don't argue, a scrum will go down. It's another Western Suburbs ball from the scrum base is the halfback John MacArthur. Okay, now MacArthur getting up, plays the ball. Now out along the Western Suburbs back line. Gets it away to Harrigan, who's finally brought to ground. English back in there at dummy half. English out left side of the field to MacArthur. MacArthur gets it on to Cogger. Finds Gary Webster. Webster, 25 metres out. Plays it back to Trevor Cogger. Left side of the field now into the hands of Spotswood. Spotswood still standing. Gets his pass away on to MacArthur. Look at MacArthur go. Oh, what speed this fellow's got. Brought down there by Hasler. Gets up, plays the ball. Back to English. Floats it now right on the halfway across the Western Suburbs back line. Back to Epifania in there. In from fullback. Gets up, will play it back to Harrigan. They lost ground on that move. There's the kick. Out on the full, so play will come back to almost on the halfway. In fact, about a metre inside the Western Suburbs half. The score still 8 points to 4, favouring the Magpies. Alan Thompson now moves into the halfback position and sends Des Hasler out to 5'8". There's the ball in the scrum. What's going to happen? Which side's going to come out? It's a MacArthur ball. MacArthur gets it away to Epifania in from fullback. Taking play up now into the Manly Warringah half. Come on, mate. Let's get on with it, says MacArthur. MacArthur gets it away to Cogger. Cogger on to Ellis. Ellis floats his pass away. Gets it on to Craig Madsen. The ball's still being thrown around. On to Cogger. Gets it away to Eddie Flay. Gets it away to Broughton. Broughton, look at the speed of this man now. He's 20 metres away from the Manly line. Flay along the back line to MacArthur. MacArthur getting it away to English. Looking better now is Western Suburbs. English on to Broughton. Playing right side of the field to Madsen. Oh, here's a chance. Look at number 8, Harrigan. The lock forward goes over. Beautiful try for Harrigan there. And Western Suburbs, 4 more points. He's happy with that. Mick Pinkerton in there puts his arm around his neck and says, great work, Harrigan. Goofy footer. He kicks with the left foot and kicks with the inside of the boot. Unorthodox method of kicking. Here he moves back now. Takes 2 paces to the right. Will kick it with the side of the boot. Moves in now. Here's a chance for Western Suburbs to capture the lead. MacArthur moves in. Look at this kick. No, it's waved away. Play back to Craig Ellis. 18 metres out. Here's a chance for West. They're throwing the ball around. Harrigan trying to run through. Is brought down by Thompson. Cogger moves into dummy. Cogger now floats it out right side of the field. Here's the kick. The bomb goes up by MacArthur. Western Suburbs players there. Oh, good take there by Carey. Bringing the play down. Saved under pressure. Manly Warringah now a chance to run it out. Cleal trying to bring play up. 5 metres out. He's finally bundled into the ground. Trying to run it out now is Manly Warringah. Ray Brown ducking and weaving. He's still going. Play now 10 metres out. Glenn Ryan. There they go, Manly Warringah. Oh, good run here. That's how they should be playing the back line. It's back to Hasler. Took the pass, a good pass, and took it on the flying foot too. Hasler, back to Ryan. Out to Jeff Gerard. Jeff Gerard brought down 30 metres out. We'll play it back to the lock forward, Vaughton. Vaughton will play left side of the field. Here's the kick. No, it wasn't going to be a kick. Almost looked like. Intercept by Western Suburbs. Darryl Turner, good play, Darryl Turner. Brought down now 18 metres away from the Manly Warringah line. Good intercept. Now out across the back line. On to Harrigan. Harrigan gets the pass away. Here's a chance for Western Suburbs. Had Broughton outside, couldn't get the pass away, but running out of territory too. Now on to Broughton, sends it back into the midfield. On to Cogger. Cogger sees an opening. I'm going through it. No, he doesn't. He's caught there by Vaughton with Warren Jowett in there. English now across to MacArthur. MacArthur gets it away to Webster. Webster trying to get through. He'll go to ground. Go to ground with the ball. Now English moves into dummy half. Couple of tackles remaining here. Still a chance for Western Suburbs. Gets it away to Madsen. Madsen trying to get through. One tackle remaining. He's still going. Look at Madsen go. Gets the pass away. It's picked up by MacArthur. Nice take, MacArthur. He's almost there. And it's the fifth tackle coming up. Cogger at dummy half. Here's a chance for Western Suburbs. Epifania in there. And Harrigan's going to go over. Good try, Harrigan. Came out of the blue. The lock forward, Mark Harrigan, scores a magnificent try for Western Suburbs. They jump to the lead now, 12 points to 10. Terrific bit of play there from the dummy as Cogger switches the ball around. Harrigan comes in on the burst like a train out of a tunnel, says, thanks very much, I'm going to drop the ball right over. I need those 4 points. We need those 4 points. We want to get off the bottom of the ladder. The score's now 12 points to 10. Footwork, terrific thinking on behalf of the Magpies. They knew from the moment of the scrum they had 5 tackles to throw that ball around and see if they could send one of their strong men in for the 4 points that so desperately needed. 20 minutes into the second half, and the flags go up again for Western Suburbs. That's 2 more points. They've got a 4-point lead now on Manly Warringah, converted there by halfback John MacArthur. It's now 14 points to 10. Eddie Flay comes up with the ball, plays it back to hooker and captain Pat English. These are the dying stages. 4 points the difference, 14 to 10. On to John Cogger. Cogger brought to ground. More good football by Manly Warringah, marred by stupidity. Play out to Broughton. Running up the midfield, Western Suburbs. Pinkerton up to his feet, plays it back to winger Steve Broughton. A drop ball, it'll be a knock on. Picked up by Manly Warringah. Played back to Cleel. Cleel running hard, he's ducking and weaving. Can he get around? He's around nearly, still going. It's going to be a try. He's still going. What a big man this fellow is. Metre short now of the Western Suburbs line. The pressure on Western Suburbs. It's back to Hasler. Hasler dummies. He's got support, he's still going. Metre short, just falls, what, 2, maybe 3 metres short of the Western Suburbs line. The pressure's right on the Magpies now. They're still leading, though. Gets it away to McKay. McKay puts his head down and tries to make it. Can't do it. Playback now, out along the back line. Here's a chance for Manly. Gets it away to Chris Close. On to Gerard. Gets it away to Thompson. Floats a long one out to Vaughton. Vaughton looking for support. Gets it away to Cleel. Cleel barges his way over, and that looks like a definite try. It is a try. That's the 4 points Manly Warringah wanted. So it's tied now, 14 points to all. These are the dying stages of this game here at Lidcombe Oval. The best that Western Suburbs can hope for now is a draw. Judging by his kicking today, I'd be inclined to use a different technique, but he's happy with it, so. And if he can get this, of course, it'll be a miracle. But they need these 2 points to notch up the 12 points on the league ladder. And if he misses it, the game will be a draw. He moves in. Here's the side kick from the side of the boot, and it goes between the posts. Western Suburbs wouldn't be very happy with that. That's the conversion by Stephen Hegarty. The score 16 points to 14, favouring the Sea Eagles.